No.
The Diss! Yeah, thanks guys.
Thank you. Woo. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of everybody's favourite vodcast, The Diss.
The Diss.
The Diss.
Episode number 4. 4 roaring successes so far.
It's episode 5, Tim.
Yeah, we've had 4 so far. This is 5.
Okay.
So we've got to edit 4 today.
Yes, correct.
Cool.
But we're
Correct.
back.
Right. You didn't get it. I shouted episode 4, did you?
Nah.
You'll see why that's not funny. Right, we're going to do... What are we doing? Recap?
Let's do a little recap of how our week's been.
Okay, week's been good. Gym opened. Well,
Opened today?
Yeah.
Opening today.
First classes today.
Yep. Morning class is done. Back this afternoon. Yeah, it's a good start. Good start so far.
First 50, did we say that last week? First 50
Memberships.
foundational memberships
Secured in the
sold
bag.
out in 20 minutes. We're up
Yep.
to about 80.
80 now. 80 currently.
We've got about that again, plus a little bit left
You feel about
when we're at capacity.
Yep.
198 capacity.
That's up here. And then we've got downstairs.
That's up here. Yep.
And
Downstairs.
downstairs
ain't
going to
ready
open
yet.
up later this month, hopefully. We're just waiting on equipment from China. China.
Why didn't you call China?
Because it came from China. Yeah, it's going really well.
Going good.
Cooking,
Good.
as expected.
Yep. Nothing less. Nothing less. Yeah, there's still membership options out there, guys. So if you guys are watching and if you know anybody who's interested,
www.findawayfitness.com.
I'll link it below.
yeah, but you,
Yeah.
I'll put the link down there for you
I
guys.
will.
And it's the max.
All right, Tim, how about
Right,
your week? Anything
so
interesting?
we got stories from Stompy. The stories from Stompy keep on appearing. It appears that Stompy was more prevalent and widespread than first thought.
Yep.
I had a lady come into the office through the week saying that her boyfriend had told her stories about Stompy when they've had dinner parties, and all of his mates used to get stuck into Stompy.
Question, did they call him Stompy?
I don't know. I think we may have coined that
Yeah,
term.
okay.
I think they
So we've
probably
got all
called him
rights.
creepy weird guy.
We've got all rights to that name.
We need to find this guy, but
We need to track him down. Anyway, so this lady's boyfriend's mates used to stomp on Stompy's hand. The funniest thing about the story was she was telling me that that the boyfriend used to get really jealous because Stompy would never choose him to do some stomping because he was a bit of a bigger lad.
Sounds
And
like
I think
Stompy's playing favourites.
Stompy's a bit crazy, but he's still got his limits, you know. It's like, yeah, I want to get some freaky shit, but not like that. So he was always jealous that he never got paid because he had the body mass index that was going to cause Stompy a bit of damage, put Stompy out of commission.
Yeah.
No more stomping.
Stompy.
And then we got a message through on Facebook about another story of Stompy. I'm going to read this out because it's a bit lengthy.
Tale of Stompy.
This says, my partner was from Thornton, but it happened at the skate park at Maitland, which is where we found Stompy as well.
Yep.
And I think football fields at Thornton. He was told he was chased out of Maitland by a dad of a kid. So a dad of a kid found out what was going on, chased Stompy out of Maitland. And his car was found in Lambton in a tunnel, and he was hiding in the car. So Stompy just took off and then just hid in the car. I don't know if that was the best way to get out of that situation. He would also drive them around and buy them Hungry Jacks, like $50 to $100 worth. I want to talk about the Big Jack that's come out at the moment too. That's a blatant rip-off. You seen that?
No.
The Big Jack burger? It's just a Big Mac, but they
Oh
call
yeah,
it the Big Jack.
oh yeah.
I don't know how they're not getting sued to the
I know, by Macca's lad. I seen that last week.
$100 worth at a time. So he's buying them big orders of Hungry Jacks too, probably to plump them up so they had a bit more weight into those stomps. So he was thinking about
Makes
the
sense.
game. That's what I like. He's thinking about the game 2 or 3 steps ahead. Stomps ahead. 2 or 3 stomps ahead. Ty said one day Stomper was on all fours with his hands out whilst Ty stomped on them in footy boots. And he was using the football fence rail to get good height to stomp hard. At least he's not putting a bit of effort into
He
stomp.
is.
So he's doing Stompy some justice.
Well-
Stompy said, whilst grunting, "Whoa, you're an aggressive little boy, aren't you?" That's fucked up.
Yeah.
That is not.
Stompy's
ideal.
getting creepy up in there, bro.
Stompy was letting his personality out of the cage a little bit then. I think he should have kept it deep inside. Then continued to grunt. When he told me all these stories, I was horrified, and that's the general consensus too.
Yeah.
Because there's ladies that keep on telling these stories about their boyfriends that used to do the stomping, and it seems like the ladies are horrified, and the boys are just
Just
trying to
don't give a
get paid. Don't care. You're into some freaky shit that's not going to hurt me. I'm going to lay it out. Let's get some money going. He was proper getting sexual gratification, young kids, grooming them with money. I don't know if we can make that jump. Obviously, he enjoyed it to a level, but I don't want to put Stompy in a category that maybe he was not in, although it seems like he probably was.
Also, too, we don't condone Stompy's.
We do not condone it at all.
On the show.
We're intrigued, yet do not condone.
Yes.
Stomping, yeah, not the other thing.
I didn't think that much of it until he was telling me, and my reaction was disgusted. There's your laughing face. She couldn't be too disgusted. He was so young at the time, maybe 14, so never thought anything of it. That's the thing too, isn't it? Like, when these boys are doing this shit, you don't believe that sort of stuff happens in the world. You know?
You're just getting a paycheck from
You're
a
just
dude.
like, wow, this is what being a grown-up's all about. You get paid to do stuff. That's the introduction to the workforce. No contracts though.
Yeah.
But then, like we were asking, the big question is, what was his job?
Yeah, exactly.
What's his name?
That's what.
What's his name?
There's a lot of holes and dark areas in this whole tale of Stompy that we
you could
need
use
to kind
other
of
imagery than that.
fill in. we need answers. I need to sort of close the book on this Stompy chapter of our lives.
I feel like we've got a bit of a consensus around his job must have been either politician, lawyer, judge, high-ranking creep mode.
We're probably going to find him, and he was a janitor in a high school or something like that.
No, he can't have that sort of
probably
coin. That sort of expendable
District
income.
Court in Newcastle.
You're doing 10 grand a week if you're forking out 50 to
Yeah.
$14 on the weekend.
Bring it over.
There's like so many people know who he was. Now we start talking about it.
Maybe we should try and
I feel like we're going to break through a big case here.
listen. I think maybe the next step.
You might find the next biggest pedophile in Newcastle.
The disc detectives.
I think maybe we need to start to get a bit of a police sketch of
Maybe
what
we
Stompy
need
might
to
be.
start doing like mind mapping. You know, this is what we've heard. This is what it's about. I could sort of like roughly put him together. Very, very meek, mild mannered appearance. Nothing stood out. Like accountant type, short back and sides, dark hair, a little bit overweight.
I think we're kind of missing the biggest detail though. The motherfucker's hands. They would be
they would be
absolutely crook.
Well, that was the other
Surely
stories that
by
came
now.
through, was that he started carrying around a bag with footy boots in, because obviously he wasn't getting
Accessories.
satisfaction.
No.
As soon as Nike come out with the Air Max,
Yeah.
and there's all these bubbles in
Cushions.
the soles, he's like, oh, well,
Yeah.
career over. Then he's
Yeah.
like, one day, hang on a second. And I heard that he used to give the boots to the kids
Yeah.
afterwards.
Oh wow.
Like brand
He
new.
must be balling.
He must be.
Give him boots, give him money.
Yeah.
Maybe he works at Foot Locker.
Yeah. Well, yeah, maybe. Maybe he had knowledge ahead of the game about what the styles are coming out. He's projecting. He's like, this is not going to go well for me. When they're going to bring back the Doc Martens. All right. Anyway, that's an update on Stompy. Stompy, please reach out to us.
Yeah, please.
You know, we can, as long as you haven't done anything really messed up.
He's probably really
There's,
helpful.
there's very little chance of that, isn't there? My son said, I was like, nah, he has. He has though.
Well, stomping is definitely a gateway.
It's a gateway drug. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
So we've done that.
Yep,
We're
we've
8 minutes in. We're going to do Tim's choice.
Yes.
Oh no, we need to do the review question because we had a question,
Yep.
a topic from someone who watches the disc.
Thank you.
And they gave us a topic to talk about, and I think I screenshotted it, or did I? Yeah, here we go. So he's like, yeah, awesome show. Brah, good topic. This is from Aaron Snowden. He's in New Zealand. He was in lockdown when he was watching it, so he's very thankful that we're creating content for him.
Shout out to Aaron.
Right, topic. What's the craziest thing you've seen a chick flip out on her partner for? What did he do in the first place, and how did she flip out? I was like, fuck, that's the best.
That's a pretty good question.
Right, does anyone start? Because I haven't even thought about it.
Oh, right.
What is it?
What?
What was it? The craziest thing?
Have you actually?
What do you mean? The craziest thing that I've seen?
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of crazy things, man.
Yeah?
Too crazy.
Can't talk about it?
Nah.
I'm
Because
trying to
they're
think.
gonna get in trouble. Everyone talk about getting in trouble.
I was only thinking about exes.
Oh, that happened.
I remember getting accused one time. I got accused of one of my ex-girlfriends said, "You're the type." She was like blowing at this time too. She was like not that sort. She was like going off, and she said, "You're the type of bloke that could sleep with models, but you're just too lazy."
Yeah. Shit,
I was like, "What do you mean?" It's like, well, you just couldn't be bothered. And
That's hurtful.
She was
That's
really
hurtful.
drunk.
Many layers.
Exactly.
That's like saying
it's like,
you're a
it's like
shit
you
as
build,
well.
she builds you up and then she like cuts your legs out from under you. It's like, and she was saying, and then she was really drunk at the time, And then she accused me of, I was working at the City Hall doing like wedding functions
I also
sometimes,
worked there.
right?
Yep.
And she accused me of having a girl behind the bar underneath while I was serving people at weddings, performing acts on me.
Fellatio.
Like, what sort of baller do you think I am? I appreciate that you've got this sort of thoughts about me, like I could actually make this happen, but that's not the way I'm rolling at the moment. Like, it was almost like, oh, thanks, mate. But thinking like I was capable of such things.
Her expectations were very high.
Really high. And I walked around for a couple of days with my chest puffed out and said, yeah, you know what, she's right. But it turns out she wasn't right at all.
No.
Anyway.
The only thing that was going down below that was just trying not to wet yourself at work.
That's it. Right? Trying to hold my wheeze in, so I could serve all these customers at their wedding. I have an ouzo and coke, diet ouzo. All right, you got any stories? We're gonna have to pause.
No. I remember getting hit directly in the face with a present that was just bought for me.
Was that at the club?
No. It was in the safety of my own home.
Oh.
I was given a gift, and then I divulged some information, and then I was hit in the face with said gift repeatedly. It was a huge book. It was about this big by about that. It was a Beatles book.
Yeah.
It was very heavy, very thick, and I just proceeded to get slammed in the face with it multiple times.
Okay, so what did you say to warrant the slamming?
I was a naughty bit of I'd done a bad thing.
So you got given a gift, and you're like, oh, thank you, but also... guess what other gifts I gave myself last week that you don't know about.
And then I proceeded...
I feel like that's not her flipping out for any reason. That's because...
That's a reason.
That's a reason.
But,
I think this guy wants to know, like, what... Chicks that are flipping out just for no reason. But maybe Aaron's problem is that he thinks they flip out for no reason, but there's always a reason.
There's always a reason.
Yeah.
Listen, man, you might have got out of bed a way that they didn't like.
Yeah, he's like, baby, come on. What? Her name's Sharon. It's fine. She's cool. She's been tested. It's okay. Right? Maybe that's the problem. Yeah. He just thinks there's never a reason for a chick to flip out.
Yeah. No.
I know he got flipped out on one time, and I can't divulge it because the person that it's about is around, close to us. Not now.
Okay. Yeah. Listen, we don't want to fill up the haters category.
So quickly. We're still trying to gather fans. Not turn away. Right, and we're back.
Yo.
Okay, so we've completed all the stories that we're going to talk about with that one. Thank you for listening. If you've got any stories about someone flipping out on you for barely any reason or a reason, just send them in to us, please, on our Facebook or Instagram.
Yep, YouTube.
At the Dis Vodcast.
The Dis
on
Vodcast.
Insta. We still need topics and stuff to talk about, otherwise we're just going to make it up the top of our head, which is what this next section's all about. This is a game that I've just...
a game?
It's a game.
A game.
Let's go. Don't look. Alright? So this game is usually called Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Ooh.
But we're going to sort of taper it down a bit, so we'll call like Bang, Marry, Brush.
Yeah, before we get
Right?
killed.
So you got to pick one that you would just like to fornicate with, that you just like the aesthetics of. You got to pick one that you think there's a long-term future with.
Yep.
And you got to pick one that you just got to brush straight away. You're just like, I can't even be with that.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to pick a couple of people right now. You guys can look at them, and then we'll put the pictures up on the thing, because you'll know the thing. So the first one is Olivia Munn. I don't really know who she is. Do you?
Yeah, I know who she is.
Where's she from?
She's an actress.
Okay. Good sort.
She actually...
Second one is Olivia Wilde. I'm all about Olivia Wilde. I think she's spot on.
Married to Sudokus,
Who?
whatever his name is, Jason, you know the guy.
Oh yeah, really? So she's got good taste too. She's funny, eh?
She dated women before that.
Excellent,
Even
excellent,
better.
right? And Amelia Clark. Who's that?
That's the
How does
mother.
he know everyone?
It's the mother of dragons. What are you talking about?
Who's
What's
Dragon?
that?
Oh,
Game
from
of Thrones,
Game of
brother.
Thrones, right? So you got to
Daenerys.
pick one. Brush, marry, no. Bang, marry, brush.
Okay.
Go.
Olivia.
Which one? There's two Olivias.
Number one. Oh, this man.
You're what? Doing what? You're banging,
Yeah.
and then who you marrying,
No, I'm marrying her.
and then who you banging,
Amelia.
and you're brushing her.
Yeah, brush her. She's too old.
Wow,
She's
we
too
got
old.
different tastes.
Edgy wrinkles there.
So he's brushing while he's marrying this one, Game of Thrones, is he?
Yeah.
Oh no, you're marrying this one.
Marrying Olivia.
Munn. He's brushing Game of Thrones. That's heavy. The Game of Thrones fans are going to be all over your shit.
Yeah. I'm brushing her.
Yeah, you're brushing her, but
Yeah.
there you go.
I'm brushing Munn. I'm not a big fan. I am. What's this one? banging. I'm banging Olivia Wilde, and I'm definitely marrying Amelia Clark. She's a keeper.
Really?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'd be doing
I know you're marrying.
banging and marrying Olivia Wilde, and I'd brush both the other two. Right, next one. Ready? We're just going to do like 3 or 4. Here we go. Let's do this one. Kerry Washington. Do you know who she is?
I know who she is.
Maggie Q
Yep.
and Julia Louis-Dreyfus of Seinfeld fame. Right, now do it in order.
I'm gonna-
Bang, marry, brush.
Okay.
You're going to confuse it. Go.
I don't like Kerry Washington at all,
Right.
so she'd be.
Can you do bang, marry, brush in that order?
All right, I'm marrying Seinfeld.
Bang, marry, brush. Bang goes first.
I don't like either of those two, so.
You're not going to bang any of them?
No, I'll just do them in order.
What?
Bang. No, sorry, in reverse order. Brush, marry, bang.
You're going to bang Julie Louis-Dreyfus. You're going to marry her.
Yep.
Okay, what are you doing?
Bang, marry, brush.
So you're banging
Bang,
Maggie
Maggie.
Q,
Kerry,
marry
wife
your,
that.
your wife it,
Julia,
you're brushing her.
brush her.
She's probably about 50. She was she's older than you. Okay, we got 2 more, I reckon. Let's do it. Here we go, boys. Here's a bonus round.
I hope this is the Golden Girls or something.
1, Adam Levine, Jared Leto, Justin Timberlake. See, I thought it is because I thought this is too chauvinistic if we just have girls. We're gonna have the boys too.
Exactly.
Right? So now we can't get in trouble. Okay, bang, marry, brush.
All right.
In that order.
I'll
If you say
bang
marry-
Levine.
You fucking say marry, right?
That's a gay.
Banging Levine, banging Adam Levine.
It's in order. Bang, marry, brush.
He's marrying Jared Leto.
Absolutely, he's a gorgeous man.
And he's brushing Timberlake,
Yeah.
JT.
Yep.
Fair dinkum. Rock that body. Okay, who you doing?
He's so gay. Bang, marry, brush.
Okay, they're both banging Levine, but you're going to marry JT and you're brushing the most girly one of them all.
Yeah.
The most feminine one of all.
What's yours?
No, I'm not doing anything. I'm a game show.
His game, apparently.
Let's do this
He
one.
gets away with it.
This one, go on, too. Last one.
Please, Golden Girls.
Nah, bruh.
Why is there so many dudes in this?
Chris Pine, he's out of Horrible Bosses 2. Channing Tatum and Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy. Okay, bang, marry, brush.
So gay.
Bang,
'Cause the
Channing.
Channing's banging.
Yep. I'd marry Hunnam.
Marry him.
Yeah, and I'm brushing Pine.
Brush and Pine. Okay.
Bang, marry, brush that cunt.
They're banging Hunnam, marrying Tatum, Channing Tatum.
Oh.
Tatum, Channing.
Works
yeah,
both ways.
That's a legit
Goes
bad
both
man.
ways, works both
Chris
ways.
Pine is your brushing.
Yeah.
I'm brushing Charlie Hunnam only because the way he acts so hard on Sons of Anarchy, he's definitely not that hard. Ever.
Yeah.
He walks around like he's a gangster. He's not that hard.
What's his time to get hard? He's
All right, good game, boys. I think you both lost on that one.
We most definitely did.
But at least you got
Well, we
in
kept
touch.
it even.
You got in touch with your feminine side.
We kept it even.
You
Listen.
can't. What are you going to do? Oh, they're so chauvinistic. Whoa, they flipped the switch on us. Now we can't say they're chauvinistic because they did dudes as well.
Yes.
Right. So we just appealed to the LGBTQ and everyone in
We
between.
left no bone unturned.
There you go. There was people of colour. There was white people, long hair, short hair. You know, everything. We don't discriminate.
We fuck people.
Metaphorically and literally. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, what's your section?
Okay, so jumping on my section. My section is just a question. It's kind of like I was thinking about the other day. And my question is, in 2020, is underwear really still relevant?
Is underwear relevant?
I
Like,
don't
what
reckon.
is it? What does
Everyone
it
started
do?
not wearing nothing.
Like, what?
Blokes think it's going to make the dick bigger, and chicks just, I don't know.
But like, what?
Blokes think that underwear is going to make their dick bigger?
Not wearing underwear.
Oh, not wearing it.
Not wearing underwear.
The only problem is this, right? As a bloke, you know this. Like, if you're out on the town, you go to a wee, and there's that little bit of dribblage.
Yeah, bruh, nah.
That's straight away on
Nah.
your pants.
When you're going out, always undies.
Yeah.
And the gym. Anything else?
What are you deep squatting?
No.
And the boys just fall out. Sure. You got to have it at the gym, huh?
Have the gym and going out.
But okay, so let's discuss like what's the purpose of underwear? Like,
I don't actually know.
I don't know.
I was thinking about this the other day, and I'm like, is it necessary? Is it required? Like, I'm a pretty hygienic person, I think, and I'm not leaking from either end. So, is it putting up a barrier of protection for nothing?
Well, no.
Why are we spending exorbitant amounts of money on underwear?
I definitely don't spend exorbitant amounts of money.
No.
I get that 20-pack
I
from
love all
Kmart,
those guys that wear Calvin Klein Gucci.
Yeah.
You just spend $60 on
Yeah.
something that no one sees.
and then they can't go out. They don't have any
Well, you
money.
want to flash it up?
Yeah.
Calvin
Well,
Klein?
they don't. They see it on Instagram. Look at my line there with my undies.
They spend their whole week's wage on just a pair of undies.
You want to come out, bro? No, I can't. I'll bought some
Let's go
undies.
to Kmart, mate.
Let's bought some undies. I'm
Kmart,
broke.
Rio.
I'll talk to you in 8 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I do. Those plain black ones from
Kmart,
Kmart. You
Rio,
get like 20 for
Alpha.
$10.
Alpha.
Yeah,
Or
I-
here, so I was thinking about this as well. Why don't clothing companies come out with pre-sewn underwear
in the
pants or the jeans?
Some do, some of here's the sports.
Yeah,
like
well,
here's
I
the-
see the sports thing,
sports
but I'm
clothes.
just talking about normal denim. Like,
Yeah.
But I gotta say, you know, there's some sorts of underwear that I do like, and I almost like it more than having no underwear on the person.
Are you a briefs or jocks type of man?
Jockey shorts.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
me too.
Especially when you're training.
Boxer, tight, hug. What do they call them? Boy leg or something like that? I'm a man.
Yeah, not boy leg, like man leg.
Yeah, I'm a man.
Yeah.
But no, you walk up to Linda at Kmart. Linda, I see you got boy legs over there. We're the man.
Man was a little bit stretched out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are there
I
any
don't
dudes
think
that wear undies anymore?
Oh, there's got to be a few of them out there.
You reckon? What about silk boxer shorts? They went through a
Oh,
fad.
there's some people
Remember?
still wear them.
They went through a fad back in the day, but then like
I do remember
you
distinctly
tore
getting-
them all the time. and
Yeah.
stuff.
They're the most uncomfortable wearing
They
your
are.
pants.
Well, and they just
They
stick to your
catch.
legs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they catch.
You wake up in the morning,
When
you've
you're
had a
sweating.
sweat.
Yeah.
You get up. Oh,
Yeah.
There was a time though that they went through a big phase.
Yeah.
Right? Not
Oh.
anymore though. But I'm pro. I got to put my hand up. I'm pro. As far as female underwear, I'm pro G-string. 100%. 100%.
Okay.
Yeah, good. No, I prefer that than over nothing.
What's that?
Yeah. Well.
No, like over nothing. Over not wearing anything or wearing that, I prefer that.
Yeah.
It's definitely adding some.
It's a lure. It's like a bit of ribbon on the present.
Exactly. You buy a new car, big ribbon on it.
There you go. You feel more like a celebration.
Exactly.
It's like a celebration. If there's nothing, it's like just another day of the week.
Exactly.
That's it.
But yeah, I just was pondering on whether it is even a thing or should be a thing. I know a lot of people sleep naked these days.
I do that a lot. I
I
think
don't.
that's good for your health.
I don't. I hate it.
I can't
I
sleep.
sweat. I sweat when I do.
When you're naked,
Yeah.
Wow.
Because my skin touches and I get too hot. I need to cover it.
so you got to cover your skin with something so
Yeah.
something doesn't touch it, so you don't
Yeah.
get too hot.
Yeah.
I'm just scared that the cover's going to come off. I'm just going to be fully buttholes towards the doorway. Someone will just open up. Bo!
Who lives in your house?
I've lived with multiple people.
You got to set better boundaries in your house. You got to have a household meeting and say, listen, if the door's closed, that means you're not welcome anymore.
They might knock. I might be asleep.
Why are you sleeping with your butt up in the air?
So I'm
like,
The covers come off.
You're enticing people to come in. I think you leave your door open a crack like this,
Yeah.
just to say, what's inside? Peekaboo, I see you.
Obviously, he hasn't lived in a share house for quite a
I'll
while.
share my house with lots of people. They pay no rent.
But do you?
And they walk in whenever they want. And you just gonna have to deal with daddy.
No, I'd just rather chuck some coverage on and sleep soundly like a baby.
Actually, my wife got up with me the other night because she's like, "Are you naked?" I was like, "Yeah, I sleep naked all the time." She said, "Well, what if someone is happening outside and you've got to run outside and..." Huh?
What the
When does that ever happen?
When does that
That's
happen?
literally never happened. It's like, well, it might now. I was like, well, there's clothes next to the bed. I'll quickly put them on or something.
There's,
You know, one time it happened. Our next door neighbour came over to our house 2 a.m.
What?
Drunk. He'd been brewing homebrew. Came over 2 a.m. drunk. Knocked on the door to see if I wanted a sip of the homebrew, and I was wearing,
2 a.m.
and I was wearing my teddy bear onesie. So he's like, he probably wasn't drunk enough for that.
Yeah.
He opened the doors, I'm there with teddy bear onesie. Hello, bro.
I want to say hello. Like, what the fuck you want? It's 2 a.m.
Righto, underwear.
Yeah.
So we're pro or anti?
Well, it depends. I am.
In situations.
Yeah,
Situational.
situational underwears.
You got to learn to adapt. It's like being in the army, really.
None of us have ever been in the army.
It's exactly like buds. When you become a Navy SEAL, that's one of the test questions. Undies, no undies. And here's the situations. You
Yeah.
just go, yes, no, yes. Yeah, and where you draw the line that goes up like that,
Yeah.
and you've got to connect it to the thing.
They walk past and they say, So, MacGyver, I see you're not an undie man.
Well, because it's like that thing. Your parents always said, make sure you've got clean underwear on in case you get hit by a bus or something. You don't go to the hospital.
That's not my biggest worry.
It's like,
Getting hit by the bus
right.
is...
I'm bleeding from every orifice. Wait, do I have skin marks on today?
I'd say you might have shit yourself.
Probably straight away. And also, they don't care. They just cut the clothes off. I would say make sure you're wearing inexpensive stuff because you might get hit by a bus and it'll get cut off anyway.
Or maybe just don't get hit by a fucking bus.
Look both ways when you cross the road.
Exactly.
That's a fact. Correct. Let's go.
Did you just say
Yeah, I
that?
did. Correct. You see the thing? I was like, I'm going to say something smart right now.
But yeah, so I guess write in if you wear underwear, don't wear underwear, think it's a stupid concept and construct. Let us know your thoughts on underwear.
All right.
Topic number 3 or 4.
Not a topic, just a
Discussion point.
So, last weekend just gone. I've stayed off the alcohol. It was a big challenge.
Congratulations, brother.
It's been a long while. It's been about 18 months, I could say.
Since you've had a weekend off.
Mm-hmm.
Heavy.
18 to 2 years. It's gone fast. So it's first week, feels good. I'm planning to stay over for 8 weeks until my birthday, which will be a big couple days, couple nights. So yeah, I'm actually quite anxious, but I'm happy.
It's tough so far.
I feel like I can feel the withdrawals already.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
today I was driving, I was like, fuck, I feel weird.
I reckon you've got those first couple of weeks are the hardest, and then you get into a bit of a rhythm of not doing it, and then it comes back.
It's training your brain and your body to not do something that you're just so acclimatized to do.
Yeah.
It's a part of our culture too, like come down the pub, have a drink with the boys. It's a social aspect. If you're a social person, it's hard to
especially
do.
in Australia, right? People don't get that in the US. Like I've been in the US a fair bit, and there'll be like lots of people over there when I go to seminars and things that don't drink, and I'm just like, what? And they're like, what, you drink? It's like, yeah, bro, we all drink. Like when the Australians go to a seminar, we go to a seminar.
We go to drink, eh?
The seminar is secondary.
We go to light it up.
Yeah. But that's our culture.
It's commendable, but it's like we were talking about last week about mindset. How it's just a mental thing as well.
Yeah,
it's another mental hurdle to get over, and you have to control your thoughts about it so that you can get through. I haven't had a drink since Feb, and that was because I got to the point where I was getting pretty loose, and it was sort of driving pretty hard to the basket on the weekends. I
myself haven't had a drink in about 14 hours.
Exactly. So. See, like, economies of scale. But one of the things that, because I think we all need time off at some point. Just to clear your head and to make sure that you've got control over it and it doesn't have control over you. But one of the things that sort of rattles my cage a bit is that I think we, like the mindset thing again, I think we trick ourselves when we talk about men's mental health and people having a shady, control of their mental health. We trick ourselves that it's not that.
Yeah.
That it's something else, that it's something genetic or it's something this, that, the other, but it couldn't be the booze because, you see going around on Facebook recently, there was, the challenge, I forget what it was, the challenge for mental health, shot this, drink that.
Eat an egg.
How does that help mental health?
I feel like that's slapping mental health.
That's condoning it to drink.
Yeah, that's slapping mental health in the face. And that's almost got, like, you almost have no grasp over what it's about. Yeah. If that's how you're getting together to promote mental health, but doing one of the things that will affect men's mental health the most, it's a depressant.
So
100%.
What are your thoughts and feelings though on like the push-up challenges that spawn?
Push-up challenge is good
because it's a positive.
It's something that will help you get through that change in your physiology and mindset. Is to fill in the time that you would have been drinking with exercising, right? Do exercise, get blood flowing, because when you feel healthy, you often make healthy choices as well. When you feel depressed, you often make bad choices that add to that. They make you feel better short term, and then you wake up the next morning and you've had shit food, you've had a bunch of alcohol, your physiology is even worse than it was before, and then often to try and fix that, you go to do the thing again, and it just like becomes a self-fulfilling bloody prophecy.
It's like what I was talking about in my Insta yesterday, Insta story. I put out when I'm depressed, I feel bad vibes. I always put out bad vibes. But when I'm feeling healthy, like now I feel about good shit. And all that stuff that I used to think about when I'm depressed, I just think I don't even think about that shit.
You change your vibration, right? And you attract.
And I know it works because I've been through this cycle for fucking years. Like I go good, and I go back to that old then go back good, go back to the old. You know,
Yeah.
it's shit. It's a
I've
shit
had
mindset.
I've had little spurts off alcohol before, just like to challenge myself and that sort of thing. But this time is way different because it's been since Feb, and I haven't even touched it.
I can't let you stay off.
Yeah, me neither, right?
Last night we went out. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, right.
That was the last time.
Yeah,
Last
fair.
big night. Big night.
Yeah. But the thing that's changed at this time is I did a thing called 75 Hard with Benny from around the corner. When I did 75 Hard is 75 days off the grog. You got to do healthy eating. You got to train every day. You got to read 10 pages of a personal development book. Once I got into that rhythm, there was so much stuff you had to do each day. You couldn't think about drinking because you knew you had to work out the next day.
Yeah.
So it's like you had to fill that thing with something else. I think if you just try to get rid of the alcohol,
Yeah, you need something.
it doesn't work.
You need substitute it with something.
You got to bring something else in to
But
fill that
something
void.
good.
But
Which
after
I
I
guess
did
if
that,
you-
it changed it. Like I didn't even my mindset changed somehow. I don't know how.
Yeah.
Different.
Yeah.
What are you saying?
I was just going to say, like,
That's what I'm probably
obviously,
gonna try.
when you cut out something that's so time-consuming and all-consuming, then you've got more time to do and focus on other
Yeah.
things.
You can achieve so much when
It's
you're
like
not
on,
laying
like-
down for a day.
Like on the
being
weekend.
hungover.
Like on the weekend, we went to go to Benny's thing. Like I knew I wasn't drinking, so like I'd done all what I had to do. But if I was drinking, I would have skipped all my family shit.
Yeah.
Would have went straight to the drink and then just
Yeah.
wasted. Like
Yeah.
now I know I'm not drinking, I can just live and just
You've
do
got
my
more
normal
time
stuff.
for activities.
Yeah.
Or you're short
Before I'm
change.
just like everything was like, nah, I got this. Can you go to it? Nah, I'm gotta go drink at 5 o'clock, but it's only 12.
Yeah.
I'm still already ready. You know? It's like,
You shortchange your
Yeah.
exercise
Everything.
because you're like, nah, I'll do a couple less reps, one less set. Let's go.
Let's
Right?
go. And literally just go in and sit there anyway. So
Yeah.
it's weird.
So,
how the
but
brain works.
I think we need to change our mentality in Australia too, and put some of the blame on alcohol.
Yeah,
Not
like-
celebrate it as much as we do. Some of our problems are alcohol.
And also too, like we've said it multiple times, it's like, oh, am I going to have a big night? Well, why is there not like medium nights, light nights, like everything? It's either one way or the other. I'm either not doing it or I'm having a big night.
Yeah.
And you have to, I think too, you have to have some self-realization as well, because I know I don't have a couple of drinks,
Yeah.
or I have, we're drinking or we're not
We're not
drinking.
drinking, yeah.
Right?
I can't
Or
go
it's
half
not-
half.
Big night, quiet night,
No,
big
it's
night.
like either nothing or
I can't just have one beer.
blackout.
Yeah,
Can't have one.
because as soon as you get to the second one,
Yeah.
then your mind changes.
Yeah, so I'm going
and
hard
you're like,
now.
no, we'll be right, we'll pull up soon. It's like, boom, bam, 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 bam.
And then the next minute it's 4
Next
a.m.
minute, yeah, it's like, damn. Yeah, that's true.
But yeah.
All right, let's think about that. Everyone should think about that and change their mindset. About where alcohol lives in our headspace and where it lives in our lives.
Let's throw it out to any of the people that are watching. Maybe leave a comment on something positive that's come out of like you not drinking, or something good that you've abstained from and then found a positive byproduct from not doing one particular thing. Might be exercise, you might have got up and taken your dog for a walk or something like that, and then something positive that you've had with the time that you've saved from not being hungover.
Yeah.
Comments below, please.
Story.
Hit us up.
That's us.
That is us for another week.
That's another this.
Thanks for tuning in.
Check us out. The socials, Facebook,
We are now on YouTube as well.
Instagram, YouTube is up.
Yep.
Let us know. We still need topics all the time.
That's it.
So, all right, guys.
Thanks, fam.
Thank you.
Peace out.